back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided that I was going to do a little what I eat in a day in this whole social distancing quarantining time. I haven't really changed up my eating. I've been trying not to snack and eat all of the food that I do have, so I don't have to go to the grocery store as often. But yeah, this is kind of my typical what I would eat in a day, especially like my breakfast meal you'll see is oatmeal, and I eat oatmeal every single day. I love oatmeal and I make it the same way. So yeah, a lot of these meals are similar to what I usually make, but I did want to mention I am intermittent fasting. I have been intermittent fasting for about 3 months now actually, and my time frame is 11 to 7. I mentioned it in videos before. So I began eating at 11 and I stop eating before 7 or at 7. And I try to eat in between that time frame all of my meals that I need and try to get all of my calories in. But the thing with intermittent fasting is you have to make sure you're eating or you will be starving yourself. And so I've tried to make sure I've been eating and getting the calories I need in each meal, but sometimes it is hard to make a meal and make sure you're getting everything in, or if you're not hungry. Luckily my body has gotten used to eating at 11 o'clock, waking up and then waiting until 11 to eat. I'm able to not get so hungry at night after 7, which is great. But yeah, I did want to mention, you know, I did a lot of research on intermittent fasting before I started it. I enjoy doing it. It's not super difficult for me, but with all that being said, I don't think I'm going to continue intermittent fasting. I've had stomach issues, as you guys have known, and I talked about it in one of my last videos all about it, so you can go check that one out if you don't know what's going on. But basically I've had a lot of issues with my stomach and I'm not really quite sure what's going on. The doctor told me, you know, it was based on some medicine I was taking, Advil, and I believe that. But I was also talking to my friends, and one of my friends went through one of these same things, or kind of like what I'm going through with her stomach, and she was telling me she was doing intermittent fasting and it just didn't work for, you know, it's not for everyone, and it didn't like help her stomach, and she started getting really sick and having a lot of stomach issues. And so I was wondering if that was what was having to do with my stomach issues as well, or if it had something to do with it. So I have a follow-up actually with my doctor next week, and I'm gonna bring that up to him and see if that had anything to do with the issues I was having. But even if it doesn't, the thing with intermittent fasting is it does have a lot of benefits, but it's not really sustainable. Like, it's not very long-term. I mean, someone could do it for the rest of their life if they want to do that, but it's difficult to do, especially when you're like social eating or things like that. It's very difficult to stay in your routine. But if you have this same schedule every single day and you're not doing much else, then intermittent fasting, I mean, some people have amazing willpower to do it, and so they'll do it, which is great. But it does have a lot of benefits. But I think for my body, I kind of want to wean off of it, and I've been doing that a little bit. I'm still eating at 11 just because I'm not super hungry when I wake up, so I wait until 11 to eat. But I think I'm going to become less strict throughout the day about like eating. Like, I'm not a big snacker to begin with, so I don't snack a lot, which is another thing of why I don't think I'm getting all of the calories that I need, and I don't know if I'm getting all of the nutrients that I need throughout the day. And so yeah, I'm gonna try and just get myself off of it, I think, and I think I'm gonna quit doing it because I don't think it works well with my stomach, especially with the issues I've been having lately. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm gonna see if me stopping it will possibly make me feel better in any way, or if I have any positive outcomes when I'm not doing it. But with all that being said, during this video I was intermittent fasting, and so this is what I've been doing and eating like for the past few months, and following this strict time frame and trying to get in all of my foods and nutrients. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe below. Let me know any videos you guys would like to see, and yeah, let's get into the video.
Alright guys, so first off is breakfast, and for breakfast I've been making oatmeal most mornings. So for my oatmeal I use the instant oats maple brown sugar. It's my favorite. It's really simple and easy. You can use any oats that you like. These are just the ones I use, and I pour a little bit of regular milk in it, put it in the microwave for about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then while I'm doing that, I get my coffee ready, and so I just do coffee and a little bit of creamer, and then I froth some milk to put on top. And I've also been putting cinnamon in my coffee lately. I just really like the way that it tastes. And then I pour the frothed milk on it. So for my toppings for my oatmeal, this morning I just did a full banana, but sometimes I'll add blueberries, a little bit of chocolate chips. It just depends on the morning, but this morning all I did was a full banana. Then I did a scoop of peanut butter, and I like to just let that melt on the top. And then I'll add a drizzle of honey and some cinnamon to top it off, and then that'll conclude what I make for breakfast. Going into lunch, today I decided to have some tuna on toast with a little bit of white cheddar Cheetos. They're super good. So what I usually do is just add the tuna from the package into a bowl. I'll mix it with a little bit of mustard, salt, pepper, and a little bit of onion powder, and I'll just mix that all together. And then once that is finished, I will take the toast out of the toaster, add a little bit of mustard. Sometimes I do mayonnaise, but I didn't have any today. Do a little bit of mustard, and I will put the tuna onto the toast evenly. I really like tuna. It's super simple for lunch, and it's really good for you, and it's really good on toasted bread also. So after I make that, I will add some Cheetos to my plate, and I'll enjoy that for lunch. For my snack, I just did a Special K protein bar. I wanted something sweet. They're really quick and they don't fill you up too much. So for dinner, I decided to do some grilled chicken with rice and corn, and I put it all into like a little bowl. And so the way I like to cook my chicken is cut it up into small pieces. I find it easier for me to cook that way, and when I'm making a bowl like that, it's easier to mix into the bowl. And so I just cut my chicken up into little pieces. Once I'm done with cutting it up, I like to season it a lot, and I'll use salt and pepper. I use some seasoning salt, some onion powder, some Italian seasoning, and garlic salt, and I make sure to season the chicken really good because I don't like my chicken bland, and I'll just end up seasoning all of it and mixing it all together. Once that is done, I will put it onto a pan, and I'll put the heat on medium-high heat, and I'll put a little olive oil into the pan too before I put the chicken in. And I just mix it around for a little bit, and then I will let it sit until it gets to a golden brown that I like. So while my chicken was cooking, I decided to put my corn into the microwave. It's just this frozen corn, really simple and easy and quick. After the corn was done, I did the same thing with my rice, just put it in the microwave. It's a quick and easy rice as well for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Once everything is done, I will then combine it all into a bowl, the rice, the corn, and the chicken. It's really simple. It literally took me like 15 minutes maybe at most, and then you just enjoy. And of course, I had to end my night off with something sweet, so I had a muffin I made from the morning before.